Well, Steve Arts 89. Well, some sad news for Equalizer fans. The show has been cancelled in its fifth season. It is not getting a sixth season. Apparently, there was a lot of drama about they moved the nights, which is an old, you know, network trick. When they don't like a show, they move it around in the schedule so the audience loses it. You always lose ratings when you move a show. And they've always done it whenever they didn't like a show, they wanted to cancel a show because the actors were too expensive or something. Because sometimes shows will keep rating and they can't justify cancelling it. And it's costing a lot of money as it gets older and the actors get paid more each year and stuff like that. So they move it around, and there's a lot of little tricks that they have to kill a show. They killed Star Trek that way. They killed Ellen that way. They've killed a lot of shows that way. It's a thing. So they apparently did that with Equalizer. They moved it for some other show and moved it around. And yeah, it's been cancelled. Apparently they did get some notice, because of course this was done deliberately, that it was going to be their last season. So that apparently they got the opportunity to give it a proper ending. They didn't go where they wanted to go because they planned, I think, a sixth season where Queen Latifah's character, I forgot her name, actually marries like the detective that she was originally he was after her, and then he sort of realised she was, a good guy and was helping her, and then they became a couple towards the end, and then apparently they were going to get married. And some people said that the tension was gone from the series once they were a couple, and there was no sort of danger on that level, like an ongoing thing. I'm not sure, because I've only seen the first two seasons, I'm not going to lie. I have the third season, I've got the first three seasons on DVD, but I haven't watched season 3 yet because I just haven't had the time. I watched season 1, I watched season 2, I loved them. I saw some of them on streaming, the rest were on DVD. I think I caught a couple of episodes. I watched season 1 and I caught a couple of episodes on streaming, and then I bought the season 2 DVD. Then I watched the season. I can't remember which episodes I watched on TV anyway, but I kind of remembered some stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah. Third season, did I watch it? I don't think I watched it. I really can't remember if I watched it or not now. But this was a while ago. So we're up to season 5 now. It's just finished airing. Season 6 isn't happening. And some people are upset, some people are disappointed because it did drag out for quite a while. It was known that it was on the chopping block for a while. I think that's because they were trying. They wanted to end it for whatever reasons. And I think people kind of knew what was happening. And I think most people know once you start moving a show around and that, like, start playing little games like that, that's sort of what they were intending. But at least they had some time. They were able to write apparently a nice ending. I didn't really want to spoil it and find out exactly what happened. I just know they didn't get married and that they were definitely a couple, because I think the season I was up to, they were flirting with it, but nothing had really happened yet. So a bit sad because I was enjoying the show. I mean, I've still got 4 seasons to go because I haven't watched 3, and even if I have, I need to watch it again because I don't remember what the hell happened. I remember a couple of cliffhangers, and I'm like, was that season 2 or was that season 3? But yeah, so I've still got 4 seasons to go, so I've still got some Equalizer in my future, but it's sad that it's ended because a lot of people were enjoying it, and the networks just aren't committed enough to shows, nor is streaming. They don't care about fan bases. They just cancel a show for the hope of another show. It's like, oh, we'll cancel this show people like, that's doing well. We'll put a new show on that we're doing. It's going to be so great. It's going to be so much better. And then often what they put on to replace, a hit show flops and is gone the next year, and they cancel a show for nothing. It's happened so many times, except for Friends. Friends caused the cancellation of Murder, She Wrote. They gave Murder, She Wrote slot to Friends, and Angela Lansbury said she would leave the show, leave the network if they did that. They did it, so she left because, she has integrity. Even though the show was a huge hit, they did move it around. Of course, they're trying to move it around because even though it was a huge hit, Angela was costing a lot of money, and they thought they could do better with new shows. Of course, they didn't. Nothing really replaced Murder, She Wrote, and probably nothing will replace the Equalizer for a while because, it's just sad. They should be more committed and should be happy they've got a hit show instead of just trying. I mean, do new shows, but don't cancel the old shows. Just if you get a new show and it does well in the second season, then maybe cancel one of the other shows, to fund its second season. But this whole idea of starting new shows and ending old shows on the assumption that somehow, and it's a lot of arrogance, and a lot of people just don't like keeping a show running that they didn't start. A lot of times the suits change, the management changes, people who are running the station changes while the show's on, and they're like, well, this is not our show, this is not our baby, and they just want to get rid of it, and they don't really care because their idea they're bringing in is going to be the new best thing that's going to, be so much better, and a lot of time just, doesn't. So, oh well, I've still got 4 more seasons to enjoy. At least I know where it's ending, so I'm not going to get to the end of the season and be all excited about another season and then find out, there's nothing there. I can pace myself and enjoy knowing exactly how many there is. That's the good thing about watching a show that has already finished. When you go back to a show you haven't seen before or one you missed, you know how long it goes, how many seasons it is. You can, you don't have that problem at the end of a series unless there's a really big cliffhanger, which sometimes happens. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of The Equalizer being cancelled in its 5th season.